Welcome back to Transit Wordle, and welcome back to Where Is That? Let's jump into the game. Alright, where are we on the map today? Let's first look, as I always do, at the rail infrastructure. And as that slowly loads, hopefully we'll get a feel for where we are. Alright, we've got very radial rail setup. We've got quite a bit going on down here. This certainly looks like some sort of industrial base. So let's keep all that in mind and let's keep putting the layers on the map. No subway. All right, that is always a disconcerting sign. But let's see what else we've got for rail. All right, we do have quite a bit of light rail. We've got a line that seemingly connects or at least parallels the train down here. All right, and kind of spurs through downtown. This is immediately to me looking like it could be a North American transit setup, just because you've got a kind of mediocre light rail line. Let's see what the tram and funicular looks like. Not much. A little bit here, which could be a funicular, could be like an airport connector, or something kind of funky like that. So I'm not sure, but let's keep that in mind as we go. But I am immediately thinking this is probably North America, not only because of kind of the mediocre rail system, but also because we do have a lot of freight rail line, and it does seem like there's quite a bit of freight rail infrastructure here. So that's interesting to know. Let's see what the freeway system looks like. Yeah, there's a lot of freeways. Okay. I mean, could this be Phoenix? I'm not sure if it quite lines up, but it may be. Let's see if there's an airport right here. If so, this very well could be Phoenix. I'm not sure actually if Phoenix even has this much of a robust light rail system though. In fact, I don't think they do, although perhaps they've been expanding to this beautiful light rail system we see here now. Okay, I'm not sure if it's Phoenix or not, but I do think it's North American. It could also be northern Mexico. I don't know, it could also be something completely different. So let's keep going and see what we get. Do we have any rivers? We do. We've got a couple that go through town here. To me, this doesn't necessarily disqualify this being Phoenix, although there's a little bit more river coverage here than I would have expected to see. I don't know what kind of quantity of water, though, we've got going through these spots. Do we have any lakes? We've got okay. Usually I think this layer is a bit of a dud, but this is dissuading me a little bit from thinking this is somewhere in the southwest of the U.S., just because there are a lot of lakes, and they seem to be all over the place. Interesting, some of these seem to be man-made as well, just based on the way that they're kind of hugging this freeway interchange. So it doesn't seem like that's the kind of thing you'd see in an arid climate in the southwest, but what do I know? Okay, I'm going to keep that layer off for now. Coastline. Do we have any coast? No, we don't, which I'm not surprised by. So what about the airports? Another option I'm thinking here is maybe Denver. Okay, we do have a big airport to the north. It looks like this is probably going to be our big international airport. So this would disqualify Phoenix or Las Vegas. I think it would also disqualify Denver just because I think that airport's a little bit farther out to the east. Not really sure. Let's see what it looks like. Do we have two distinct terminal spaces? Always really hard to tell, and it's a bit of a gamble to hedge so much on these airport maps. But looks like we've definitely got some space up here. And then maybe down here is another terminal. It could just be a cargo center. Not really sure. But looks like we've got at least 3 runways, 1, 2, 3, and perhaps some parallel runways within those. So a lot of runways, not huge terminals, but not small. So where are we? I'm gonna guess, based on everything we have so far, that maybe this is Minneapolis. I know that they've got a river, in fact, the Mississippi, that goes through town. They've got, I believe the airport is to the north of town, and I know that they've got a light rail system which exists but is not super impressive. Still no idea what this little funicular deal is over here. That could indicate that there is maybe some hills going on here. And if that's the case, this probably isn't Minneapolis, but let's try it and see. Let's see. Now I am 1,000 miles away, and I need to go north. Interesting. North and west. Wow. So what is out there? I guess this must be in Canada. This certainly is not Vancouver. This looks like a city that is going to be medium size. So what else is out there? My Canadian geography is not great. I mean, I'm going to try like Alberta. Let's see what we get here. Where's Alberta? Why is Alberta? Oh, is that? That's not even the name of the city, is it? I think it's Edmonton, which is in the state of Alberta. Okay, let's try that. No. Okay, but we're close. Is this a city I've heard of? That's always a big question as well. It must be. I mean, look at this. Look at this airport. Maybe we're not in Canada then, because I mean, if you go 175 miles south of Edmonton, I don't think you're still in Canada. I'm really not 100% sure. I mean, where does that take you? Could this be like Milwaukee? Something like that? I'm going to take a quick clue. Let's first just confirm. I'm going to confirm the country. Let's see. Okay, it is Canada, which is fascinating. So it's south of Edmonton. I mean, what is out there? I mean, Calgary, maybe? Is that where we are? Yes, great. I'm glad that was right, because I only had a limited amount of other guesses that would even kind of come close to fitting all these clues. So glad we snagged it. Did have to take a clue, which is a bit of an L, but glad I got there. How did you do? Let me know if you happen to stumble upon this same map, or if you were just kind of playing along in your head. And I will see you on the next video.